Good evening, guys. Bitcoin is dumping. Am I selling? No, this is just normal volatility, especially on the week of what have we got? The FOMC, the press conference. It's tomorrow. What usually happens into the press conference? Bitcoin dumps. And it's even still in the range here. So even this could just be the range and it's dumping into it. And then what's that creating? A bull flag to go further. And even if it does go down further, it's going to just form the right shoulder of this head and shoulder. So really nothing to worry about here, guys. I was looking at the liquidity and it's insane. So stay tuned. I'll go through a quick chart here on TradingView and then I'll show the liquidity and I will show you exactly why Bitcoin is going to all-time highs again. It's so clear, and if I show you this video and you don't believe me, then I don't know what I can do. So first of all, last time when we talked, we were talking about there's a potential move down here to make this the right shoulder of this head and shoulders. And if we look at stablecoin dominance, this is basically the dollar. And when this goes up, people are moving into the stablecoin dollar. And when it moves down, people are moving out of the dollar and into crypto. And that's what creates the buying pressure to push charts up. But when we were talking, if we look here, we're still in this huge wedge. Guys, how long have I been talking about this for? You're probably sick of it by now. And we're on this huge trend line going back to 2018. And what we talked about is if Bitcoin does do the deeper move down like this, then the dominance will spike. But that's all the move it is. And then it will finally come down. And then look, we're at the point there where it's just going to come down. It can't go any further to the point, it might chop a little bit more, but even if it chops a little bit more, the volatility will be nothing because it's within the wedge. It's more likely just to hit up there and come back down if it does. That's worst case scenario, guys. So if we don't even think about that, and we just look at Bitcoin now, the dominance of stablecoins, look what it's making. It's a bull flag, a bear flag. So when this goes down, Bitcoin goes up. And look at the bearish pattern it's creating. Now, if we go on the 3-day, let's have a look, see how that looks. Let me just go on the 1-day actually. I'll just show you exactly what I mean. So what happened here? Dominance came down, but pushed Bitcoin up. It then created a bear flag and went down. Creating a bear flag, goes down. And every time it steps that next level down, it pushes Bitcoin up. It's inverse to each other. So that's the dominance showing us that even in a deeper correction, it's only going to move from the dominance. It's only got to go up like say 12%, and that will get the deeper correction for Bitcoin, and then it will rebound off here and come back down, and then most likely break. But if we want to look at liquidity here, this is insane when I was looking at this. So let's just start off in the 3-day. You can see 3-day, the liquidity, and this is people's stop loss and people opening high leverage positions. So when price moves down, it gets liquidated and they lose all their money. And the higher, the brighter the spot, the more money it is. So you always reference this chart here when you change timescales. So right now, the yellow is 90 million. So you can see that's 90 million there. So let's start opening up the weeks one by one. So let's look at week 1. So this is a 1 week chart. You can see prices come up and now it's really coming down into this area here. This looks like a nice chunk of liquidity. You can see it's almost hitting it now, and that's 154 on the bright yellow spots there. So it's coming into this now. So this is just a liquidity grab. pure and simple, guys. If you've been a fan of my channel, you know fine well I can read liquidity charts very well. I managed to get us through multiple situations, and this is just exactly the same. So if we look at it, you can see while it's down here, it's still got some yellow. You know, that's 137 million on that line alone. The brightest is 181. But now, as everyone starts short selling, look at all the liquidity starting to build up at the top end. So let's open up to the 4 week. The monthly. Look at this chart, guys. It's absolutely insane. This is the I haven't seen so much liquidity on something like this in a long time. Each one of those, look at that, 212 million, 176 million, 199 million. Look at all that, it's insane. This whole area here is absolutely for the taking. So much, and look at it's just taken out. It's almost finished with this move. It could come down further. I'll show you on this chart. So as price is moving down, the main leverage spike on Binance is around about 102. And this is up the last 30 days. Look, there is 3 billion going long, and this green area is people betting the price is going to go down, and that's 5 billion. So you can see the main level to liquidate is 102. But guys, if we go over onto the actual exchanges, now this will show Binance, OKX, Bybit, and just everything, you know, as a whole. So it doesn't show the leverage, it shows the volume, it shows the total leverage across these three main exchanges. Look at the amount of shorts here, guys. 15 billion is short in the last 30 days. That's absolutely insane. That means when price has finished this move, it's coming down. It's coming down. And price will start finding a low somewhere around here. It'll find its low. But if we look at the volume here, 102 will take the main chunk of it out. And around about 100 will take the most of that move. And that's when we should reverse. But guys, once price starts moving down here, so price starts coming down here, think of how many more shorts it's going to be. Right now it's 15 billion. The time it's come down and closed this, everyone's going to get so bearish, and it's going to be opening up even more. And if you think the market is going to let these guys get away with this, well, let's open up in the 3 months. The 3 month, look at that. Now, for reference, that just looks like one yellow line there. Look at the scale, 465 million. That's just on one line. You don't see this much liquidity on the 3 month. You just don't see it. And if you go in the 6 month, look at that. 9.6 billion on that one line, 10 billion. So you can see how much liquidity is there. And now with price going back up, this is the narrative why everyone's getting so scared in this move, I think. Because if we go in the weekly, you can see people have talked about it. Up, come back down, and it's double topped. It's just done it what it's done there. It's clipped over, and then it's dumped down. But look. So it's come up there, it's clipped right over, but we look at the liquidity. Price is coming up for that. Price does not leave that. The market does not leave that there. Price comes up for it. So this whole narrative of hit the double top slightly over and then it's going to dump all the way down, we know fine well price is going to make a new high because it's going to come for this liquidity. So that narrative is now thrown on its head. I mean, the liquidation, like that, it's so much, it's so much liquidity there. It's just insane. So, yeah, price is definitely going to have a monster short squeeze. This is going to be completely squeezed out, 15 billion, up to, and that goes up to 120. That goes up to 120,000 where the liquidity levels are. So when that short squeezes, when it's done with this move, and it's come down wherever it decides to bottom, it may be maybe here or maybe deeper. It won't be deeper than 93. So somewhere in this area, you're going to see it bottom, guys. Somewhere in this area, you'll see it bottom. And then the mother of all short squeezes is coming on. And think how bearish it is for everyone. Think how bearish it is right now. Everyone in the news, World War III, blah, blah, blah. You know, this is prime time reversal. I'm not going to say it's going to be immediate, but it's going to find its low, just like it did here, guys. We were saying, on this low here, we were saying the big move's coming and we're just going to sit back. And that's when I took my foot off the gas, guys. I said, we're just going to ride this right up now. Look, I said, there's no point in me making many videos because this is just going to run up. And it done it. It ran it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weeks. Just all the way up. And when it came down to here, I said, it's either going to do the inverse head and shoulders or it's going to do a breakout and a retest. And currently it's on a breakout and a retest. But it might do the head and shoulders. We're not sure yet. We don't know. We just like to see it plan out. But we have the plan. We know what we're looking for. We're looking for the second shoulder to form if it goes deep enough. If it doesn't go deep enough, it's just going to bounce around in this range, just like a game of table tennis. Cross, across, 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 across. And what does that do? It builds a bull flag. Now, if that builds a bull flag from there, we can take a measured move. So we take it from the bottom, we take it to the top, we measure it out. Puts us straight up to 136,000. I didn't even do it properly. 137, just say 140 for easy numbers. Yeah. So guys, if it comes down, it forms a head and shoulders. And the head and shoulders measured move is from the top to the bottom. The head and shoulder move will be from the break of the neck, and that one is 144. Or it stays in a range and makes a bull flag, and that measured move goes to 137, 138. So this whole move down here, and it's on a massive bearish narrative, and it's on huge liquidity to the upside. It's just an absolutely massive play on emotions to everyone right now. And I guarantee you'll be looking back in the future and will be like, remember it, just like it was the Japanese carry trade, just like it was the banking crisis. It was every single thing. When price bottoms, it doesn't do it on bullish news. You know, it does it on bad news to squeeze people out. That's what it does. So you never expect a nice wee smooth bottom. It'll come down here and we'll just buy it. It's coming down here with some World War III news, some other crazy news or banking collapse news or something like that. And then everyone sells, big money buys, and it continues to move. So guys, just to round up here, totally bullish. We've got the head and shoulders, 144,000 move, or we've got the bull flag move, 137,000 move. That's my two main options here. So yeah, let's just sit back and relax and play. I just thought I'd make a video because I can see some people are panicking. I thought, and I did say, whenever I feel like there's panic in the market or someone, or we need to just make a wee video to let the guys know how I'm thinking, then I'll do that. So hopefully guys, this has helped reassure you if you're worried, and if you're bullish like me still, you know, that's just more bullish for you. Two huge bullish scenarios there with measured moves. So I'll try not to make it so long since my next video, but like I said guys, unless I say something different, I am bullish. Bullish. So just keep that in mind if I'm not making any videos. And if the market's in a movement or I feel like there needs to be a video, just to let you guys know, I'll definitely make one and keep you updated. But have a good one guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.